Hello, everyone, and good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are. We are ready for this sprint session. This is gonna be amazing. Who is going to win and who's gonna lose? Piastri managed to get pole position yesterday in the sprint qualifying and is ahead of both Lando and Verstappen. Verstappen was having trouble with his car yesterday and couldn't get a hold of the times, and now he's gonna start sixth, uh, behind even Tsunoda. That's not very ideal, but seems like he's gonna go with the hards and the McLarens with the medium tires. That's gonna be. That just tells me that he's gonna push extremely hard on those tires. So we're gonna have 19 laps in this sprint race, and this is gonna be very important for Piastri to win this race. If he don't win this race, he is out of the championship race. So we will see who wins. Stay tuned. Well, it seems like the graphics are wrong, and it was showing hards, and Verstappen is on mediums too. So everybody's gonna be on mediums. I wonder what Verstappen's gonna do. There's a little bit of a run to the turn one, so I can guarantee you he's gonna launch it. He's gonna go for it, and he is gonna try to get as many spots in turn one as he can. The key here is gonna be how Piastri and Norris manage their tires. If they can warm them up and get them to temperature as fast as they can or as effective as they can. So we will see. Russell is gonna be right in the mix in between those McLarens. Alonso is gonna be there. Just never discount Alonso. He's always there, and he's gonna, if he sees an opening, he's gonna go for it too. He's not just gonna let anybody by and just. They're gonna have to just pass Alonso. So everybody's going back in the main straight. Everybody's doing some burnouts and get those tires to temperature before they get going. So both McLarens, they are gonna be on the racing line, so they are gonna have a little bit better a little bit better traction to start, because obviously the inside line is gonna be dirty. So why is everybody going to the pits? Are they gonna start from the pit lane? There was 3 or 4 cars that they were going in the pits, so I guess they're gonna start from the pit lane. So let's get ready. Everybody's standing. The lights are not coming on. And why not? They are standing. Everybody's getting cold. Why is the lights are there? We go. 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's go. And Norris had a little bit of a good start. Piastri has the lead still, and Verstappen is going the inside. Now he managed just to get into better position for turn 2. So Piastri is still in the lead. Seems like nobody, well, obviously Yuki was gonna let Verstappen go. So everybody was very careful. I guess they didn't want no drama at all. So it seems like the Red Bulls had a good start, but they wasn't managed to get no positions. Only Verstappen was, of course, Tsunoda was. I can guarantee he was told to let Verstappen by. So at the moment, everybody is behaving. No drama, no crashes whatsoever. And Piastri is already 1.3 seconds away from Russell, so Russell doesn't have no slipstream or no DRS. So the graphic shows hard tire, but they don't have hard tire. They are all on mediums. So let's see if Verstappen can catch Norris. If he can go and get ahead of Norris, that will be the best scenario for him. DRS enabled. So here we go. Verstappen is within DRS. So guess what, Norris? He's coming for you. And that's vital. If Verstappen has to pass Norris at whatever it takes. Verstappen has to score as high as he can in this sprint race, if he wants to stay in the race for the championship. And look at that, here he goes. Whoa! He dive bombs on the inside on turn 1 on Lando Norris, but there was no. He is just measuring. He's taking the measure on Norris, and this is gonna be vital. Is Norris gonna let him by, or are we gonna have a battle in our hands? So stay tuned because my Verstappen is definitely gonna go for the inside on the next lap. So we have a replay from Leclerc. Did he go wide? Yes, he go very wide on the gravel. The thing with those, I like those gravel traps at the end of at the edge of those turns, because that makes the drivers lose momentum, and even if they go wide, they lose time. I don't like the runoffs, because that's just, it's like they let them. The runoffs is just like, oh yeah, you make a mistake, you don't have no penalty. But with the gravel, you lose performance if the gravel hits the underside of your car, or you go completely wide. You have to stop the car, or you have to get slow. Meanwhile, Verstappen is getting closer to Norris. I'm guessing he's gonna charge the battery, and he's just gonna make sure he gets all the battery power that he can get, so he can pass Norris. And he's gonna be hunting Norris. Verstappen radio.
That was a complaint.
He's still complaining about bouncing. He is still in DRS range. Is he gonna go on the inside in this lap, or is he just gonna wait? Russell still away from DRS range. So we have the start replay. So Piastri had a good start. Norris didn't have a very good start, because he had Yuki riding up his tail. But then, what happened to Yuki? Yeah, he just managed to cover. Yuki had managed to. Oh! Norris was just on the rearview mirror watching Verstappen, and he just blocked Verstappen. And then here, Yuki, I can guarantee he was told, you better make sure give enough room to Verstappen so Verstappen can go and don't make his life miserable. Yeah, that was easy. He wasn't even covering the turns. So come on, Verstappen gonna go ahead or no? It doesn't seem like he has enough momentum to get by Norris. For some reason it feels slow. It doesn't feel like that nobody is pushing. So we have a replay of Verstappen. What did he do? Did he go wide? Ooh, he went on top of those curves, and they were scraping the underneath of his car. Russell, sector 1 faster on a purple sector. So Verstappen is now a second, well, 0.9. I wonder if he's just gonna stay there, just making sure that Norris wastes his tires and then push.
That was 0.8.
It's really bad. It's like really crackly.
Yeah, same as yours. Yeah.
Well, that shows like nobody is happy in the Red Bull camp. Verstappen is complaining about his car, so he is not getting no. So now he's 1.1 seconds away from Norris. So I guess this circuit is very, very hard to pass. I guess if you are not very close to the next car, you are not gonna pass. So seems like Verstappen is falling away a little bit. So Piastri is still in the lead. No news there, and Norris is not getting close to Russell. So this is still playing in the hands of Piastri. Verstappen radio, I'm constantly bouncing. So Verstappen is not very happy with his car. And that's not good because then we're not gonna have a good fight. If Verstappen is not happy with his car, he's not gonna get there. Ooh, that was like a front wing end plate on the track. Oh no. No, it looked like an end plate, but it's not. It looks like a cover of some sort. So now Verstappen is 1.9. He's falling. He's having to. I can guarantee you that he cannot. They cannot run that car very low to the ground because it just starts bouncing. So they have to increase the ride height. They have to increase the ride height, otherwise it stops jumping, and then doing that it loses downforce because of the ground effect of the cars. So now it's 2 seconds away. So 9 laps, 11 to 10 to go now. Doesn't seem like this is gonna be very entertaining at all, guys. Sorry that it's gonna be boring. Oh, Leclerc trying to pass Behrman. But no, it was just went to the inside a little bit, but no, didn't get to get ahead of him. Hamilton is still in 18th. This is like the biggest DRS train I've ever seen. Piastri keeps getting farther from Russell and managing the race. Well, seems like we are not going anywhere. What are we doing here? Verstappen almost 3 seconds, so I think he's gonna settle with fourth and whatever points he gets in fourth. Cause I don't see how he's just gonna go faster unless they are gonna push in the last 5 laps, but I doubt it. If he didn't push at the beginning, he's not gonna push at the end. Russell is saying that he's seen some degradation in some cars. Oh wow. Wow, that was a wheel-to-wheel action between Lawson and Leclerc. Lawson had to avoid the gravel trap. So at the moment, Verstappen has 5 points. Lawson give back the position, so Lawson was told to give back the position to Leclerc because he abandoned the track, so he has to give the position back. Well, if you are joining right now, we are in a kind of bit of a train. Piastri is at the lead, Norris is in third, and Verstappen is following Norris, but he is not making any ground to catch Norris. So I wonder if they are going to start pushing at the end when they are having some degradation on those medium tires. That will be the question. It seems like nobody at the front is making any headway. Verstappen is currently 3.2 seconds away from Norris. We have 8 laps to go. And the most action we've seen is Leclerc and Lawson fighting wheel to wheel. So Norris seems to be going a little bit faster. Oh, Antonelli is gonna pass Alonso. He is gone. Yes. And Antonelli goes to 6. Alonso was driving really good. He had the pace a little bit, but now he's going down. So the performance is getting better on the Aston Martin, but whoa, he went completely wide and hit the gravel trap. And of course, Antonelli was gonna take advantage of that. So he lost momentum, and then that was that. So penalty, 5-second penalty for Tsunoda for track limits. That's not very good for Tsunoda. I think Tsunoda is done with Red Bull. I think they are gonna let him go, and they're gonna put Hajar in that Red Bull. So I think that's what's the story gonna be, and Tsunoda is not gonna have another drive because all the seats are occupied. Unless he managed a role in Aston Martin with Honda as a test driver or reserve driver. That will be the only option he may have. So who's going to the pits? Stroll is going to the pits. Well, it's Stroll, so it doesn't matter. He's gonna retire. What happened? 4.9 seconds, that was an eternity. So let's see, Tsunoda, what did he do? We have a replay. Oh, that was barely. Well, I guess they are gonna be watching track limits. He barely went over that line, and I guess he's gonna have a 5-second penalty. So that's gonna help Tsunoda, because that's gonna help Antonelli. He is right behind Tsunoda, so Verstappen is still, so now almost 4 seconds away. So Norris is the one that is catching a little bit, but we'll see what Russell can do. So the points, so with 6 points, currently Norris is gonna get 6 points. I don't know if Norris is gonna be able to catch Russell. PS3 radio, I'm getting a bit of a vibration. Well, doesn't seem like they are going anywhere with this. And this is the most boring sprint race I've watched in a while. What are we doing here? Lance Stroll, fastest lap of the race. Imagine that. Ha, that's ironic. Black and white flag for Antonelli, so that's that. If he gets another one, he's gonna get a 5-second penalty, and that's gonna put him right back where they were. So Verstappen now is 2.9 seconds, so he's making a little bit of road. But we have 2 laps to go, and that's not gonna go anywhere. I just sorry guys, this is not what we are here. Ooh, Bearman goes very wide on the gravel trap. Gasly is pitting, as well as Colapinto. Are they gonna retire those cars? Or are they gonna just get a practice speeds or something? Well, final lap, and Verstappen is not getting close to Norris. Also, is Antonelli gonna get a 5-second penalty? So Norris radio? They told Norris not to run off track. Well, well, well. So this makes me think, are they gonna give Piastri the sprint win and they are gonna give Norris the actual win? I guess we'll find out we'll find out in a few hours in qualifying to see if Norris is gonna get pit. Sorry guys, I'm just falling asleep. This is just ridiculous. So if this is indication of how the race is gonna be, we are not gonna have a very good race, but let's hope. Only one can hope, and we can have a good race tomorrow. We'll see what Norris does tonight, or in a few hours. Let's hope Piastri can do pole again.
Yep, nicely done, everyone. Yeah, car was good. Let's keep it going.
Well, that's reassuring.
So the championship, we may be the same. So
Nice work. Good drive today. Left you to do your thing.
Yep. Don't think that was one or two more laps. That front left would have been in trouble. Yeah, good race, strong race.
So Antonelli is gonna get a 5-second penalty. So that's nice. They are all getting penalties left and right.
On here with the top three. First things first, welcome back, Oscar. What a weekend it's been for you so far. And that looked like a really controlled drive.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good weekend so far. I think, everything went smoothly in the sprint there. So, happy with how it's been so far. Just need to keep it rolling.
What do you feel has changed for this weekend compared to the tricky ones you've been on the last few? Because from the first lap yesterday, you looked like you were right back in the zone.
It's obviously a very different circuit to where we have been. Much higher speed, much higher grip. But I mean, I think the last couple of weekends has just been things going wrong rather than a lack of pace, so to speak. So I think here everything's gone smoothly so far, and the pace has been strong. So it's a track I've enjoyed in the past. So I'm enjoying it again, clearly.
3 out of 3 sprint wins, well done. George, playing detective, I saw at the end out of the car. We heard a little bit of chatter about your left front. How was the race for you? And obviously you spent a bit of time in the dirt here. How was the left front?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good race, good to get P2. We obviously know these guys are really quick, but those last 2 laps was a real struggle. This track's so quick. It's one of the most fun tracks to drive, and it's obviously brutal on the tyres, on the cars. So, glad to bring it home.
Talk me through the physicality around this place. Obviously the high-speed corners, especially that last sector. I imagine the necks of all of you guys are going to take a bit of working, but particularly for the Grand Prix tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to rest it as much as I could, to be honest. It's pretty brutal. I mean, I don't know what the G-force is. It's like 5G for about, feels like forever around that triple right. But it's really cool. It's what it should be like everywhere, really. And yeah, glad we got the chance to race around here.
Absolutely. And Lando, good points for you, up in the top 3 once again. I can't imagine you love seeing Max in your mirrors so close in the early laps, but you dealt with it very well. How was it?
I never saw him actually. I just saw George ahead. So yeah, I tried to go forwards. We got pretty close at the start, but it was good. No, I didn't see what happened behind. So long stint. It felt like a lot of pushing. So like you said, it's going to be a tough race tomorrow. But yeah, just not easy to pass around here. Too difficult. So yeah, all about qualifying.
He was having half looks down your inside into turn 1 on lap 2, but
Never saw him.
Good to see you're focused all the way in front then. Speaking of in front, qualifying, you said yesterday you thought there was a little bit more in there, didn't quite hook up the soft tyres. You got another chance later on. Feeling confident?
Yeah, I mean, George was almost on poles. He's showing that the Mercedes is quick and he's doing a very, very good job. So I think it'll be close. I don't think it's going to be an easy one. But the team have also given us a very good car once again, as they always do this year, and it's been quick. It's a hell of a lap around here in qualifying, so I'm looking forward to it.
Great. And Oscar, back to you. Lando saying the car's been great for you, but we know from the sprint to the Grand Prix, things can change. You've been so good so far. Do you stick with where you're at, or do you have to keep moving forward to find more pace for qualifying?
Ideally, if we can find more pace, I think everyone slowly finds a little bit more through sprint weekend. So you got to try and get every bit out of the car that you can. But yeah, we'll try our best to do that. But I think our base performance seems very strong around here. So it's more just tuning rather than trying to reinvent the wheel.
All right. Well done, guys, and good luck for qualifying later.
The top 3.